Hello, welcome to my channel, Marsha Vans Art. Today, I thought I'd do another Mass Make March, hashtag JJ Mass Make March, before the month is over. And I had received a gift in the mail of these little pocket envelopes. And I thought that I would show you what my idea was to come up with a way to decorate them. So that's what we'll do today. I found these bird, well, they were like game card. I think it was at Goodwill. And I picked them up just thinking, well, I'd use them for something if nothing other than showing my grandchildren different birds and their names and so forth. But so today I thought I'd take the opportunity to show you how I decided to use them. So let's start with the American Goldfinch. Now, I did pull a bunch of things together, so it wouldn't take so long to do this video, and it would be more efficient. And so I thought I would use this as like a topper for this either card, or you could turn this into a little booklet. Maybe you'd want to put papers in there and document the bird sightings that you might see. So anyway, let's get on with it. So taking these pieces off, I'll show you what my thought was here and how I designed this. Now I have to say a couple of things about the products here that I'm using. The bows I made, but I got the pattern from, I believe it was G. Kerr on one of her freebies. And these pretty little sticker things are from Lisa, My Favorite Ephemera, on Etsy. And they make a nice little fill-in space down here for the design. So first we have to glue on the items. So I'm just looking for my glue book. What did I do with it? Well, I'll have to just grab something else, I guess. So let's just use this. So first, we have to put this on because it's at the base behind everything else. So we'll put that on this background piece. Next comes the label. Sure, I get this so the American Goldfinch shows here. So let's glue that down. There we go. Then we'll put the bow at the base of the label. Just a little bit of glue on there. I'm just using Scotch glue stick. I find it adheres very well, and I use it a lot. Now, if you want it to be a little more secure, you can always use glitter glue or Fabrifix. Make sure it's not clogged, which of course it is. So let's get another one out here. Oh, let's just use the Fabrifix. I guess that's closest. Well, because there's a ribbon on the back here, it's probably better to use the Fabrifix to make sure it's going to stay down. So then we can put our little goldfinch in. So cute. So let's glue him on. I hope everybody's been enjoying the Mass Make March YouTube videos that Corey Dahman suggested we do. I know I've had fun with it and enjoyed seeing everybody else's creations. Now to the, oops, guess I wasn't quite dry. To the little envelope pocket here, we will glue that on also. So it'll go mostly around the pocket. Got some goodies inside of there, which I'll finish this off with. And so let's glue that on. Actually, you know, I think I'm going to do it right on here because it's a smoother surface and might be a little easier. With the bow here, it kind of was a little lumpy. So glue that on so it's on nice and straight. Isn't the goldfinch so sweet? What a pretty bird. Okay, to that then, this is our, either our card. I wanted to create some cards that I thought would be a little more appropriate for men. So birds, I think, are always something that many men are interested in. So I thought that was appropriate. Up here, I'm going to put this die cut that I did on my machine, and then I'm going to put this button in the middle of it. Also, I have a bird book that talks about identifying birds, so I'll stick this in so the recipient can, if they sight the bird, it's called date of sighting, location of sighting, and notes about this bird. So we'll stick that inside of the envelope. Fits nicely. So again, another gluing situation. This time I'm going to use the Fabrifix, and I'm only going to go around 3 sides in case we want to put some more documents in behind this envelope. Just a little more space for goodies to be put. Hold that till it's secure. Next comes the little label here. Like this little die, it's very decorative. Make sure it's, turn it sideways, make sure it's straight. Seems to be able to keep things straighter when you turn to the side to view it. And lastly, we'll glue on this button. Try and center that. And to finish it off, thought it'd be nice to put a little bow right at the top of the coin envelope in the black and white. So let's secure that again with the Fabric-Fix. We'll tighten that a little bit. It'll take a little bit to set up, so I'm going to set that aside and we'll start another one. But there we are. Double check and make sure I'm still in frame here. The American Goldfinch. You also could use these coin envelope toppies, I'm calling them little toppers, for a documentation booklet. So let's do this one and a little bit differently. This is a little booklet for documenting all the bird sightings you might have, which can be decorated. So let's take all these pieces off. Here's our coin envelope and our little bird description. This one, let's see here. I think this one has the yellow ribbon at the top. So I think what I'll do is, see what I did with it here. Kind of go around the coin envelope to give it a little definition. Most of this will be covered up, but just in case, we'll give it a little. And onto that, I'm going to put this card that I have, which has to be trimmed down. So I'm going to put it at, glue it to the top, and then I'll trim it off at the bottom. Seems like the easiest way to do that. So again, I'm going to put the glue on the envelope. Same process. This is just kind of a quick little idea for you today. If you have these little envelopes yourselves, another way to use them. And then we'll just trim off the bottom. Now we're ready to decorate. And this one, I got these acetate items the other day, and I thought I'd put that on with the red-winged blackbird. And then at the bottom, we'll add this flower treatment for a different look. So first let's put on this acetate. So many uses for these. They're a nice addition to our decorating. And I'm just putting it in a few places. Don't want it up there because I don't want to close that off. And the glue stuck to my finger and I pulled it off. That's the one thing with Fabrifix. It gets on your fingers and it sticks to everything. This is more of a fall-like look, isn't it, with the green and the gold? Pretty colors. So this red-winged blackbird, we can give it a little coloring around here. Little dimension. Next we'll glue this coin envelope to the booklet. And again, I'm going to go around 3 sides only in case the recipient wants to put items behind it. I also was thinking that these little, seeing as these are birds, these little envelopes would be really cute to put birdseed in. And you could fold this down and tape it off if you wanted to. Carry some birdseed with you. Leave it in the habitat for the birds as you're bird watching. And the red-winged blackbird is going to go up there. And he's sitting right next to the greenery, looking for his next catch, whatever that may be. So let's glue him on. Okay, there he goes. A little bit to the off center, because this flower will center it then and be artistically enhanced. So let's glue this down. Again, I'm going to use Fabrifix, I believe. It'll hold it nicely. And it gives a little more length to the coin envelope. Just another dimension. And of course inside, we have to put the little label. So when the recipient goes bird watching, they'll be able to take notes with it. And all the other birds that they find. So it's just a little, and then still there's room in the back to put things. Here's another bird, just to show you that the space is open there. And of course the space inside is open also. So that's idea number 2 of this mass make. Idea number 3 is the belted kingfisher. Apparently they're seen in Australia, Africa, I forgot the other places, but not so much in the United States, I guess. So again, we're going to do the same thing that we've been doing, gluing down in order, and do the coin envelope again. I want to thank everybody who looked at my videos. I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed. I know I enjoy doing them, and appreciate if you would like and subscribe to my channel. I am very new, so I'm trying to build my channel, and the only way to do that is if people will subscribe, like, it helps. So if you could do that, I'd appreciate it. And any comments that you might have, I also would appreciate. Trim that off just a little bit. Isn't that pretty little scene? Again, a card I had around of a piece of art. So to this, we're going to put the label again at the bottom. And I have some field marks here. This is talks about this bird and how to identify and so forth. So thought that would be kind of neat up here. The very top, to identify what we're talking about, I guess. Just for a little interest. This at the bottom. And then I wanted to put this, did you know a bird's bill is constantly growing and being worn down at the tip? Thought that was a cute little statement. So we'll back that and we'll slide it in behind the kingfisher. He's going to go on another card here. Trying to decide where I want to put that. Maybe I'll do this, put it on top. Also could put it behind the label. That might be kind of neat too. This is what we do when we're designing a card, isn't it? Try to figure out how we want to do this. Maybe I'll just keep it more simple and let the background speak for itself, and just put this in as a little side note like this. Can always add a little ribbon at the bottom, or at the top. What do you think? What would be better? Well, first off, we have to back this with a little something more sturdy. So I'm going to grab a piece of something I received in the mail and use it as a backing for this little statement. I'll have to glue that on. cut it out. And it'll give it stability, so let's put it on the back. There we go. Done. Trim it just a little bit more. Let's just do this just to cover up any white that might be showing. So we're just going to be very carefully glue this down around the edges. My glitter glue is not wanting to cooperate, so I'm going to have to use the Fabrifix again. I'm just going to try and very faintly go around the edges so I can still put this Kingfisher card inside. But these little ephemera pieces here really come in handy for things like this. I appreciate all the makers out there who do digitals. It has brought so much joy to so many of us to be able to use so many beautiful items in our works. I don't have the patience to do that. So I leave that to others, and I enjoy using them. So there you go. We'll just put that in there as a little fact-finding thing. And then the bird also can come out, and they can write on the back if they choose. Let's put them back in. So just another little way to do something. And let's go around this one too and give it a little dimension. I think we need a little more Distress ink on here. There we go. So because we have yellow down here, I thought we could also put yellow up here. It had to be above the coin envelope. But I suppose if this is maybe a card for me, and we won't do that. To find something else to put up there. Something that's a little more streamlined. So in the meantime, let's put this belted Kingfisher card in here. This is a little added something. And so this will be a good topper for this card. Again, to send to whomever, but let's see what this would look like down here. Maybe I'm changing my mind. No, I think I want to leave it for, I'm going to have to find something else to put up there. In the meantime, let's glue this down. Again, I'm just going to do 3 sides. Let's put it down a little bit towards the bottom, more towards the bottom than the top, so we leave room to put something up here. Okay, let's see this. Let's put this label up here. Okay, so we'll put that label up there, and it'll be a little streamlined look. There we go. And then if you want to put a quote in here, if you're sending a card, whatever kind of quote you want to put, happy birthday, congratulations, anything that you might have in there would be nice. And that completes that one. So those three. Now the fourth one that I did is a little different. Still using the coin envelope, but making it more fancy. Let's remove some of these items here. Now this one, I thought would be pretty in, because it has blue in it and peach sort of color. A card, send a card. And it says for you. I have a stamp here that I use for that. Cute little stamp that says for you. And so I pre-stamped that, and I embossed it, so, or rather raised it up a little so it has some definition. And again, another one of the bows that I mass made at one time. And then I mass made these pretty little flower collages, I guess you could say. So we're going to put that there. So let's secure that. This is beautiful lace here underneath that I used. So we're going to put that right at the top. So there's 4 layers, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 with the embellishment bead in the middle there. So what I thought I'd do here is, let's trim this off first, these little. This trim I got at Hobby Lobby. I really, really love this trim. I think it's so pretty. There is a right and a wrong side, so what it's going to look like is we're going to turn the pretty side in, actually. But the reason we're doing that is to have an even edge on the edge, and then kind of has an hourglass look to it. So I thought that would be pretty. So let's glue this down. A love-hate relationship with this glue. Center this best I can. I have a minute to get it arranged. And hopefully I'm staying in frame here, folks. If I'm not, I'm sorry, I apologize. Rub my hands a little, get rid of this glue. So I pre-glued these items. No special reason. I just got ahead of myself, I guess, with a. So let's just give this a little coloring. I don't always do that. Sometimes I think the item speaks for itself without any other And then this, that would be pretty coming out of the envelope like this at the top. So we have blue at the top and blue at the bottom to balance, and then the coin envelope in the middle. Again, there's things that you can put inside. I would suggest maybe if this is a gift, you would put a gift card inside of this one. And then your sentiment you could write on the inside. So let's glue this down. Glue is getting gloppy. I'm going to glue the whole thing down on this one, because with the lace here, getting things in and out of it wouldn't be so easy. So we want to put this so flowers in the right place. Well, I think this flower really makes this card. And then if you want to put a little dab of glue up here, it will stay in place. I think I'll do that. It'll be towards the back, and you'll still be able to slide things in there because it's up at the top. So there you go. That would be my 1, 2, 3, 4 Mass Make Ideas, each one just a little bit different. Let me hold those up to the camera, each one separately, so you can see a little bit better. And then there's plenty of room inside to put papers to make a writing. This American Goldfinch, I think, is particularly sweet. This is our little booklet filled with bird seed inside there to, when you go birding, to drop the bird some seed. And then another card with our little sentiment. Did you know? Did you know about bird's bill is constantly growing and being worn down at the tip? Facts. Little facts. And then inside, of course, we have date of sighting, location of sighting, and notes. You'll have to go a ways if you're in the United States to see those prints. Okay, more plain, better for maybe a gentleman. More fancy, probably for a lady, a woman, a girl. And this one is definitely all dialed up. And then our red-winged blackbird, one of my favorite birds. So for today, I guess that's it. So we got the birds from a game board, purchased at Goodwill. We got the pocket envelopes as a gift, and the documenting cards from a book that I had, and my favorite ephemera from Lisa, and the bows I made were a pattern from Jeeker. So there we go. Thanks again to Corey Dahman for doing this. And also, I forgot to mention that This cardstock was 9.5 wide by 6 inches tall, if you're interested in the size. So I appreciate your watching, and I thank you, and hopefully I'll see you again. Thanks. Have a great day.